But welcome to LBHT Black History Fact.
I did my part.
When do we get into Latino fact?
You already did.
Getting a who?
Okay. Well, we're live. So what's going on, everybody? What's going on? It is Tuesday.
Incredible.
I'm not coming back here anymore.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
So unprofessional. So unprofessional.
It's gonna be unprofessional tonight because I had to work some overtime and get some stuff done. So I don't really have anything set up. That's what I was trying to do, and I was getting yelled at to hurry up and start the show because we need to keep it a tight 30 tonight.
Nobody
So we freestyling? So
we freestyling tonight. Okay. We're freestyling tonight. All right. So B, why don't you start us off with the freestyle? Ready? And okay.
That's not a thing.
What's up, Ozell? Appreciate you. How you? Hope you're doing well. Jeremy Miller always in the house.
If that's what we needed, you should have told me. I could have asked Dre to come over.
My man Buck. I mean, he can always come over. He's on the link. Yeah, I'm sugar late today. I apologize. I had some work to get done, and it took me forever. So
sugar late. You need to workshop that one a little more.
Right. You know what's going on? What's up, Big Reg? I knew I'd like Big Reg because he said if you don't know, Hendo and Dre were doing a show earlier today, and they were asking some really fun questions. It was awesome. Can you let me get there? Because there was their show. You were a guest. It wasn't your show. You were a guest. But one of the questions, I'm not Bonnie and his stink face. Oh, I mean, you always have one too. But Hendo asked the question was, if you weren't a current fan of your team, who would you be? And Big Reg said he would be a fan of the Steelers. I appreciate Big Reg. I really do.
That makes complete sense.
A lot.
But to answer that question, Hendo, I'll be honest with you. Mm-hmm. I think for me it would be the Raiders, the Panthers.
And it would be the Ravens. We know this.
We know this. Listen,
anyway,
I'm not gonna lie to you. There's nobody in the chat or on this screen that watches more Raven content than you.
That's
First off, you're now using private information that I gave you. And I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it.
Nobody knew it was true. You just admitted it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't admit it right now. I didn't even say the Ravens.
No. You just said private information. You just told him. You just confirmed it, Shug.
No, I didn't. I could have been playing anything.
I could have been playing.
You're always playing. You're playing around too much. Okay, playing around too much, Hendo. I don't like this playing around.
Play too much, Hendo.
I got some shadow ban.
Too much.
I got some shadow ban from the show again.
No, matter of fact, you're permanently on this show.
We agreed once a month,
and here you are
again. I've altered the deal. Pray I don't alter the deal more.
Nobody's the man anymore.
Again, we're kind of freestyling. We're kind of free. Yeah, right. What's that commercial? I learned from watching you. So we're gonna kind of freestyle it. So let's start off with some predictions that were said on this channel, real quick, and hopefully y'all can hear it. I really hope you can hear it, because this is just
I think I know where you're going with this.
Sorry,
is it somewhere you're gonna like, Hendo?
Huh? Dude, I should have had all this ready. I apologize. This is just one of those days.
All right, bro. No worries. You only had since Sunday. I mean,
well, I have to work, Hendo. Unlike
that's all you did.
Unlike some people,
that's all you did.
Shut up, Alexa. Ronnie, who you picking?
I'm picking Baltimore, 45-3.
What kind of fast forward? I have Cleveland winning off of 2 defensive touchdowns. And a
wow.
You're such a
wow. Hey, go.
Hold on 1 second. I know, such riveting.
Yeah, you can tell.
You know what?
You can tell when somebody's not used to winning.
Well, I know. I'm busy. I've been busy all day. I apologize.
No, I'm not talking about that part. I'm not talking about that part.
Deflected, picked off, and taken back by Newsome. Newsom stayed in bounds. Touchdown.
So I'm very upset with you, Hendo, because you gave Matt Thomas to believe in his damn Browns, and I don't appreciate it. Well, your team. I apologize. Your team.
My name isn't John Harbaugh.
Ravens lose 33-31 at home to the Cleveland Browns. Let's just get down to the brass taxes, Hendo. What happened? What went wrong?
What went wrong?
Yeah, what went wrong? In your words, as a Ravens fan, as a Ravens content creator,
they out-Raven the Ravens. They played great defense and they ran the ball. Like he was asking me, in my opinion. In my opinion,
I'm sorry. I was talking to myself. I didn't realize that I had the mic on still. I'm sorry. I apologize. What I was just saying though is that the Ravens don't play great defense and they won't run the ball. So for the people who may have not heard me, I don't want you to be confused about this diversion in the show. Ravens don't play defense; they don't run the ball. Please continue. No, I'm gonna mute myself.
Yes. It was the number one defense in the NFL, and they showed why. And I do think that the one aspect people weren't expecting, I kind of expected it. I didn't think we were going to lose, but it was the Deshaun Watson factor. He, in the second half of that game, went 14 for 14. And I saw somebody on Twitter, Ravens fan, crying, talking about, oh, he didn't throw a pass more than 5 yards. Who cares? He was like, they turned into the Steelers. Who cares? They won. You crying for? They did. Unlike the Ravens, the Browns did what worked, and they stuck with it in the second half. They threw short passes. They ran inside with Jerome Ford. They did what they needed to do. The Ravens, we don't have an identity, as Rodney likes to always point out to us. They don't have an identity. So when it gets to crunch time, what do? Do you lean on the run? Do you pass it? Who knows? Because all-world number one tight end Mark Andrews, he disappears, especially in big games. Now, if it's a meaningless game, Mark Andrews will give you 7 for 89 and 2 touchdowns. If it's a game that means something, it's not happening. And the one thing that I will say is, I don't know what it is about my franchise. I love the Ravens, but when we are front runners, we never do well. Even if you look at this season, we went to the Colts game. We could have took command and lead going into the AFC North. We lose. We played Pittsburgh. We could go up another game on you guys. Every time we're front runners and everybody starts speaking about the Ravens as winners and the team to beat, or maybe the number one team in the NFL, we falter because we have a loser's mentality. We love being underdog. We love people saying what we can't do and proving them wrong. And that's a reflection of the head coach, which is, I believe, the team's biggest downfall.
You got them insecurities.
Yes.
I mean, Hendo doesn't have any insecurities.
I do have insecurities.
No, you don't. You're a great guy.
I want to be a good YouTuber one day.
You're a great YouTuber already.
I'm not. So, that's why I don't do a lot of work, because I don't think that I am.
It was like 2 years ago that day.
Huh?
Well, one of the problems that we did see, Hendo, and I know you talked about it on your show, and I've been seeing it a lot. I apologize. I keep cleaning my glasses, but something's wrong with my glasses. Keaton Mitchell. Only ran the ball. Keaton. Kenneth.
Keaton.
I call it Keaton. That's what I say.
Okay, just say K Mitchell. Just say Mitchell.
Just break it down. Itchell?
Just say Mitchell.
Just say Mitchell.
Itchell.
Just say
34. Just say 34.
Say old boy on the bench.
43? 30. Yeah, old boy on the bench. Well, that's where I was getting. Why did he only get 3 carries after the week before exploding for the Ravens? Something they rarely do.
Wait a minute. It's not just week 4. It's not just the week before. He came into the game and had a 39-yard touchdown run the first time he touched the ball. He had a 32-yard reception. I mean, I can't explain it except for, once again, our leadership doesn't know what the hell they're doing. And they asked John Harbaugh after the game why he wasn't playing. And he was like, well, that's something we got to get together with and discuss how we can trust younger players. But fuck you mean trust younger players? Trust him to do what? The dude has, I think, what is he, tied for the most 30-yard runs in the NFL? And he's only had, 10 carries? Like, what is there to discuss? But we all know John Harbaugh doesn't believe in trusting rookies. And that is our downfall. And we as a team, especially offensively, and I don't care who the offensive coordinator is, they never stick to what's working. We can bludgeon a team all day long, but when it comes to crunch time, we try to get cute and do other things. And for him not to run the ball, and hate to say it, you out here crunch time giving Gus Edwards the ball for plotting 2.2 yards a carry, that just ain't getting it done.
What, Gus? No.
The Gus bus?
No.
Did it run out of gas?
No. Not Gus. Not the guy I've been telling you for 5 years. Ain't it? Not the guy that y'all been saying for 5 years is a top running back in the league. Not top 20 Gus. Not top 20 Gus.
I never said he was a top running back in the league.
Not top 20 Gus. That guy?
And the offensive line was atrocious. We had a backup tackle
And now you guys have some injuries.
We had a backup tackle in there. Ronnie Stanley got injured, so we had 2 backup tackles. John Simpson got hurt, so we had a backup guard in there. So that made a bad situation even worse.
Ben Cleveland
That's why
against Cincinnati.
That's why Gus. Oh, if Moses doesn't come back, Makari starting, Cleveland starting, and I heard Fa'alele starting, which would be horrible. And my thing is, I don't want them to play because, God forbid, the Cincinnati Bengals win. I don't want to hear the excuses. Well, our tackles weren't playing. Cleveland's tackles weren't playing, and we couldn't do shit.
But they got good backups though because they have a better GM than you.
But you're right, because they were down to their 3rd and 4th string tackles, not just their backups. They were down to 3rd and 4th string tackles, and we couldn't do nothing with them. Nothing.
Hendo, he likes just taking the knife and just in the back.
Sometimes
we're just talking about the game.
Sometimes I think it's personal. To be honest with you, sometimes I think it's personal.
We're just talking about the game.
Jeremy Miller, I predict a lot of things. I'm good at it. I just can't predict good things for myself. That's the problem.
Listen, give me the winning lottery number. Mega Millions. Give it for me then. Since you can't.
Okay, as long as you help me out and give me some more computers.
If he agrees to that, then the number's not.
And it's not going to work. Duh.
Okay. Well, wow. Big Reg says, ease up on the top 20 goal line, Gus.
Oh man, Reg with the tap dancing. God damn, bro.
First of all, you fake Steelers fan.
Wow.
I don't know who you're talking. If you're talking to Reg or Sugar right now.
I was talking to Reg. Shout out to the Lady Huskies. They lost.
Now, Bronny, you had predicted Kingslayer, appreciate the subscription 5 months in a row. Really appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day. Can't wait to see your talk on some wrestling because I've been following Survivor Series War Games. Rodney, I don't know if you ever watched War Games where they have 2 rings and a cage. Yeah. That's War Games. Is going to be happening in Survivor Series this year, so I'm excited for that.
That is awful.
Your face is lighting up.
Oh, I know, and Hendo was lighting up just like he was on Sunday until his team just let him down like usual. Rodney, you had picked the Ravens. You had picked the Ravens to win big, but it didn't happen. Lamar didn't have, up until a certain point, a horrible game, but if you look at the rushing, he once again led the game in rushing with 41 yards. We've talked about it before. Lamar should not be leading the team in rushing. Even if you weren't going to give the ball to Mitchell, why couldn't they just? Was it the injuries, or they just didn't have running in the game plan?
Well, the thing is that they don't have good running backs, and they pretend that they do. Gus Edwards is not a starting running back in the NFL. They insist on continuing to pretend that he is. Justice Hill, probably realistically not even a very good backup, considering his fumbling issues. They continue to pretend that he is. Keaton Mitchell brought some much needed explosion to the offense, something that's been missing forever. And they said, no, thank you. No more of that, sir. So, yeah, I mean, look, they, the ship has sailed on them bringing in another running back at the trade deadline. They chose not to. And it's just going to be like this, if there's any issues up front with that O-line, or if they're playing a tough run defense, they're just going to struggle, and they're going to continue to lean on Lamar. The problem with that, like, and Lamar can carry them, but if you have, like Hendo said, Faalele at left tackle and Makari at right tackle, and now Ben Cleveland at left guard, they're not going to be able to protect him. And that's really what this game kind of came down to. Like, Gus Edwards wasn't good enough to put the game away when they had double-digit leads a couple times in the second half, and they couldn't protect Lamar so that the passing game could help put the Browns away. So they're in a tough position right now. If Ronnie Stanley misses any extended time, John Harbaugh is saying day to day, but John Harbaugh's a liar. We know that. He's saying they hope they can have him for Thursday, but they just went out and they signed a tackle today to the 50. So he's not playing on Thursday. We'll see when he actually gets back. But if it's an extended period, they could be in some trouble.
We are in trouble because, even to your point, Ronnie Stanley was not playing as well as he's used to playing. But more importantly, with Keaton Mitchell, the sad part is, Shug, I don't know if you saw the game.
I watched a little bit of it.
The kid beat the defense. It wasn't like that when that 39-yard touchdown, they blocked it up so well. He outran them people. Like, I think it was 23. I think he had the angle on him. Kid just was like, nope. And if you're not utilizing that and you got Gus Edwards in there, that 39-yard run would have been 4,
Damn,
maybe 3.5.
You're talking real shady about your boy Gus right now.
I'm not. I'm just being real now.
Are you being real now, unlike before?
I mean, I thought Gus was better than he was. Maybe the injuries have caught up to him. I don't know.
Which injuries? He been healthy?
He was hurt last year. Yeah.
But this year,
I don't know.
When you called him top 20 Gus, he been healthy. He ain't been hurt.
Top 20 in the AFC. I said top 20 in the AFC.
No, that's what I said. You said you locked arms with your boy Reg like it was Jerry Jones and Dak and Ezekiel taking that knee. You know, like top 20 Gus.
Nah,
man, he is making it personal on you, huh?
Bradley hates me.
He is like going.
So, but you know what? Today. But you know what? In all honesty, Shug, and all jokes aside, we often say this a lot. Hurt people, and the Carolina Panthers seasons would make anybody upset and lash out at other people.
They don't hurt me like that because I just tune out.
He's numb.
They're like, oh, hey, come watch us play against the Chicago Bears in prime time. We've got a chance, and I'm like blocked. Okay? Like, hey, we've got Dallas this week. You know, it's desperation times. We're gonna blocked. Okay, you can't get to me.
Carolina's gonna beat Dallas. Upset of the week. You heard it here first.
So I want to talk about hurt people.
Upset of the week.
Jesus.
I think.
Did you see what they did to the Giants online twice?
Oh shit!
All right, let's talk about
the Ravens this week.
The Ravens have a short week this week. They are playing Cincinnati, which is a big game because if Cincinnati wins this game, they move up there to the top of the AFC North. And I have said it again and again. You got to put Cincinnati away. So I'm actually hoping that the Ravens beat Cincinnati.
Because
doesn't give them comments.
Because y'all got 2 games against them, you know you're gonna lose.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know.
Maybe we can only be honest.
Maybe we can. Well, we talked about this last week, and y'all made fun of me. But I said we're gonna lose 3 games in the next set. And I think it's gonna be 2 against Cincinnati and 1 against maybe the Seahawks, maybe the Browns, but
Seahawks,
somewhere
Browns,
in there.
Ravens.
Shut up. We're not losing the Raiders because the Raiders will be out of the playoffs.
So here's the thing.
You'll have nothing to play for.
Here's the thing. You hope that, Shug. You hope that. But
I don't hope for everything. I'm happy where we're at.
So
Ravens fans are freaking out right now.
I'm not freaking out. Even with Tyler Huntley.
Well, you're not really a Ravens fan. Let's be honest.
Even with Tyler Huntley coming in the game and playing, he can put up 20 points. Y'all are gonna struggle to score 20 points.
I mean, how much do we? As a matter of fact, we're gonna talk about that. You saying we can't score over 20 points a little later.
20 total between Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Like he could do that.
I mean, yeah, it could be.
I don't know. I
But-
don't know that he can score 20
13.
for Baltimore.
But Hendo, going forward,
Yeah.
what are your worries for the Ravens and Baltimore going forward after this?
I'm worried that the injuries are going to catch up to us because not only is Ronnie Stanley hurt, Marlon Humphrey is hurt, and prize free agent Rock Yassin is hot garbage. Like he's not even garbage; he's garbage. He's French.
What about Ronald Derby?
See, I'm not talking about Darby, bro. I'm talking about Rock
the
Yassin.
agents at the cornerback position.
I don't even know because he's not
And-
playing, so I don't know.
And you always leave out your Seminole.
I don't
and
know because he's not playing, so I can't say. I don't know
I'm
if he's
just
injured.
wondering how he's doing.
I don't know if he's injured or not. So we have some injuries. We have some injuries that concern me. The offensive line, and we've said this since the beginning of the season, isn't as good as people made it out to be. Like people wanted to say we had a top 5 offensive line. They were lying. You know, it was tricks and mirrors, smoke and mirrors, and we played some really bad teams. So we have some games against us. And listen, TJ Watt, he could do a Myles Garrett, wreck the game. Like one big thing for Thursday is Trey Hendrickson. Is he playing? Hope he's out because Cincinnati can score and their defense has been playing a lot better. So I don't know. I just think the inconsistencies that the Ravens have is going to be an issue because once again, we don't have an identity. We have.
I'm sorry. I thought you were. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, please. Finish.
I was just gonna say we don't have an identity. We just have Lamar go out there and win us the game and hope that the defense can get it done. Now, 5th time this season, they've blown a double-digit lead. I mean, 7th time in like the last 2 years, they've blown a 4th quarter lead. Like it's starting to get concerning. Like I know it's one game, but it's a repeated pattern that has been shown. And if you know anything about John Harbaugh, he and his coaching staff does not do in-game adjustments. And we've been saying this for so long, over and over. It's like beating a dead horse. And his refusal to update his resume or update his game to the modern NFL is really concerning. And it really perplexes me how he still has a job.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to throw 2 words at you, and you tell me how you're receiving them, okay? Tell me how you feel. Calvin Throckmorton.
You said Calvin what?
Throckmorton.
I don't know what that is.
That is an offensive lineman, a guard, in fact, an interior offensive lineman who was just released today from the Carolina Panthers after having started the last 7 weeks. Now I hear you're having some issues on that interior O-line, and I feel like,
What's going on?
You call CT up, like you can take care of that right now.
So what you're telling me is said player got released by the Panthers.
He did indeed. He did indeed.
Okay. But we're supposed to pick him up.
Okay, but your number 1 receiver was like sitting out in free agency forever. Nobody wanted him, and you were like, "Yes, Odell." But now you're turning your nose.
He
up.
just wants to hurt you today.
I'm not. My thing is,
Your number 1 receiver from last year, Demarcus Robinson, got released twice in the same offseason before you signed him, but you're turning your nose up at this point at players who become available. I don't understand.
we're supposed to be a better team this year, though. We're supposed to make better and smarter decisions. You learn from your mistakes. You learn from past mistakes.
Do you?
Yes. And then on top of that, we have to get him acclimated.
How acclimated you got to be to not turn your back to the defense and run at your quarterback? While he was trying to evade the pressure from your right tackle who could not block.
I'm tapping out.
And
Get in here. I'm tapping out. Listen, John Simpson, I have nothing to say. Like, I can't defend that. You're right.
But I bring up Calvin Throckmorton for a reason, a very specific reason.
Why?
It's to give you some perspective on how bad things can be. Because down in Carolina, they are 1-8, and Frank Reich, who just recently, a few weeks ago, gave up play calling duties is thinking about taking over play calling duties. The guy who has been starting at guard for them for about 7 weeks was just released for a guy who a little while ago scored a 0 for his PFF grade and then injured his neck. And this is in the, while the media speculation is that if they don't see a major improvement from the offense and Bryce Young's development, that all-star coaching staff that we all applauded in the offseason. I think universally everybody looked at that coaching staff that Carolina put together and said, man, that's a great staff. They're going to get fired. So, it ain't that bad in Baltimore.
Touche.
We will see. We will see. Bronny, what about you? What are your concerns going forward for this Baltimore Ravens team?
John Harbaugh. That's it.
That's
In
it.
a nutshell, yeah.
That's all of it. Because even Todd Monken, if John Harbaugh wasn't there, I think he'd be doing a much better job. I don't think that John Harbaugh should be a head coach in Baltimore. I'm not going to say he shouldn't be a head coach in the NFL. I think that it's probably just done in Baltimore. He's been there too long. It's too stale. If he gets fired, maybe it'll shake him up a little bit. He can, knock some of that rust off and maybe reinvent himself a little bit. But in Baltimore, it's over with, I think.
John Harbaugh to the University of Miami. Yes.
Yeah, you talk about making things personal. I don't hear you, taking Hendo by the hand and giving him a warning and saying you're going to deduct a point from him. Like that's low. Talking about Harbaugh to the university. He calls the man horrible. That right there, when he was saying to Miami, that was the first time I've heard him say his name properly in the last year and a half.
Well, I mean, Hendo's used to kind of sticking his foot in his mouth. Exhibit A. Y'all are haters. Tennessee,
I'm sorry,
Tampa Bay.
I lied. Y'all not gonna score 20 points. 20-10.
We ain't gonna score 20 points, Hendo? We scored 23.
Okay.
And I am proud of that. Let's go to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh won their game versus the Packers 23-19. They did come at some cost. Alexander, our linebacker, is out for the season.
Damn.
I believe with the torn ACL. Pickett did not play bad, but he didn't play great. George Pickens had 45 yards on 3
Is it that Kenny Pickett?
Kenny Pickett, yeah. No, what? Did I say that wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. I usually pronounce it.
No,
I pronounce it wrong.
You did pronounce it right.
Jordan Love
said he's a bum.
had 2 really good touchdown throws.
And interception.
No, he had some good. The throws were really good. But he did throw 2 interceptions. Our running game decided to show up with Jaylen Warren 101 yards and Najee Harris 82 yards. So I was happy. Look, and we were talking about this the other day. We were offline. We were talking about this, and I'll admit it on camera. We don't have a good offense. Kenny, he might not be the quarterback. He might be. We don't know. I don't know if it's we need a new OC or he's just not the guy. What I will say is he doesn't make bad mistakes in the fourth quarter, as some other QBs I see, and he's able to lead drives down the field to get us in a position to win.
Shots fired.
But how's the shots fired? That wasn't a shot at you.
I didn't say what. I just said shots fired.
Oh, okay. But if we are able to get into the playoffs, there's no way we're going to win a playoff game like that. Because our defense, what's crazy is how good as our defense is, we're ranked like 30th.
There's no way you're going to win a
thinking,
playoff
well,
game.
how? But yeah, but how? You're like, how are you a good defense if you're ranked 30th? Our corners are not playing well. They're just giving up throws. What happens is, which doesn't happen on Baltimore, is when our star players need to make a play, they make a play.
That's right.
And you can depend on that. And
I
they
don't, I,
show
don't,
up.
I don't know where you're going with that shit. I don't know if you heard, but Roquan Smith had 21 tackles on Sunday.
I'm just trying to
And
think.
and
21
you want to know
20
how great a performance it was. No one
Talk about it.
anywhere can tell you a single one of them.
Yeah, I can tell you the missed ones. But Shug, when my question, Shug, is this: at what point during this season, off season, training camp, any time, did you think that you had good cornerback play?
I mean,
You signed Patrick
we've
Peterson,
had-
and you thought, well, okay.
Well, no, I thought Patrick Peterson would make a difference.
Why?
Levi Wallace has not been playing well. JPJ has been okay for a rookie. He's committed a lot of penalties.
Let me tell you something right now. Y'all stop calling him JPJ. Okay, that's not good. You're gonna ruin that man's career.
Yeah.
Maybe y'all shouldn't have let go of Arthur Millette.
Ooh, he balling
Maybe.
ish. And listen,
All right.
Shug,
Real
listen,
quick,
yeah.
before we go any further, I really need Dallas and the Pelicans not to score any more points.
It's not gonna happen.
Probably not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen, Shug. But
They
anyway,
have 1 minute left. Just don't score.
Goddamn degenerate.
239. 239 is all I need.
yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Just keep it right
Listen,
there.
Shug, your head coach said that your quarterback needed to do more. He came out
He
in the
does.
media and was like, he needs to play better. Point blank.
He does. Absolutely 100%.
He's about to get
Agree
benched.
with Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, he's about to get benched.
I don't think he's going to get benched, but I do think you either got to open up the playbook or you need to do something. You need to start throwing, because the problem we're seeing as Steelers fans is he is not throwing in the middle of the field. He's not throwing the deep ball, and he's missing wide open. He's missing some wide open throws. Now again, there's supposedly out there that his thumb is not right, and he's having issues. But God damn it, Dallas!
Oh, you really thought they?
Wow.
I just need him not to score the last 1 minute of the game. That was it.
You thought no team was going to score for 60 seconds.
I figured it's a blowout. It's a 20-point game. Just hold on to the ball.
There's nothing but points in blowouts.
Everybody's jacking up shots.
Anyway, well, there goes one of my parlays. Wow. I think he absolutely needs to play better. He absolutely needs to fix whatever's wrong with him.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're going to be trying to get another quarterback next year. Now, again, I will say that he's able to drive in the fourth quarter. He doesn't make major mistakes. He's able to drive the ball down the field on defenses and score or get us in a position to score.
I don't really score that much.
He's done it, but he's done that. He's done that in the last couple of games and over the last 2 years, where he's won his games in the last drive of the game to win his games.
So I have a question. Did you ever think that you would be in a position where you were like, man, I wish we still had Josh Dobbs?
No, to be honest with you,
I did. I never thought that would happen. But man,
no, you're out.
I'm so happy for Josh Dobbs.
I'm so happy.
Josh Dobbs with those weapons.
But he ain't got no weapons. They're not playing.
No, but I'm saying Josh Dobbs with the weapons we have on the Steelers right now.
With the Steelers weapons, yeah.
Right.
Might look
Thank
like an
goodness.
NFL offense.
Right.
I didn't watch the third quarter, D-Weezy, but they were like 15 points.
Dude, why are you
10 minutes
shading your
away.
own here? Y'all
It was like-
degenerates
it was
don't
like-
stick together?
No,
They don't.
Damn, man.
Now we have the Cleveland Browns. And unlike some teams, I think we're probably going to lose this game. I think that unless Deshaun Watson decides, even
No. Come on home, Shug. You gonna lose this game.
You gonna lose this game. Let's
just
just bring it home. Bring it on home, bro.
Just say it and just leave it out there.
no, I think we're gonna win by 3.
These guys.
Oh, now you changing it. Deshaun Watson, like, I guess I got my swagger back. This team, this might be the turn of the season for the Cleveland Browns. I told you before the season started, Cleveland is going to vie for the division lead and the division title. Y'all said I was crazy, but
Yeah, they're not. It's okay.
They're not that good. Yeah, I don't think they're that good.
I told you it doesn't matter. I told you that they're gonna listen. Regardless what happens, they're gonna finish no worse than second in the division.
No, I don't think that's.
I mean, but
Pittsburgh's gonna be
the
last.
rest of that division is all tied for second / tied for fourth. So,
I mean, except for Cincinnati, but that may not speak too soon because I gotta wait till after Thursday though.
I'm kidding. Jamar Chase about to get loose on y'all.
He's still ailing a little bit. I'm mad T. Higgins not playing.
Not no more. Not now that he sees them Baltimore corners.
Yeah.
All right, Rodney.
Yes, sir.
Panthers
Nah.
13, Chicago 16.
Mm-mm.
It was a close game. You actually called this game 19 something.
Should. When I said what did you think it meant?
It means keep going.
No. Try again.
Don't stop. No.
Try again. It meant the opposite of that.
No, I mean, it means keep going. How are you feeling about your team right now in this moment?
I don't.
You don't.
I don't feel about
your team?
No, look, they're a team who, again, going back to even the previous owner, have never had back-to-back winning seasons. They've lucked into every, what you could call franchise quarterback that they've had, right? They don't do a good job of building rosters. They try to get a couple of stars and rely on them to carry subpar talent around them. They took a big swing on Bryce Young. And look, it's too early to make definitive statements about any of those quarterbacks. It is.
True.
But one of them is in the conversation for MVP, and one of them is getting his first-year coach fired. So those are not definitive statements, but they're not great interim statements. Okay, it's not great to be saying those things 9 or 10 weeks in when you had the ability to pick any quarterback that you want. They made some signings in free agency that didn't work, and by some signings I mean all of them. They were the only team in the league to pay a running back in free agency. They paid Miles Sanders $6 million a year. He is now the backup to 4th-round pick Chuba Hubbard. They paid Hayden Hurst in free agency. I won't say. I mean, they didn't pay him; like he didn't get a lot of money, but they signed for Hayden Hurst in free agency, and everybody's like, "Oh, thank God, Ian Thomas is back." They went and got DJ Chark, and everybody like, where DJ Chark at? Adam Thielen, I mean,
he tries.
Adam Thielen does try. He's running around out there like a fucking toddler, but eventually he gets open, right? And he's the only one who does. And Bryce throws him the ball all the time. J.C. Horn, they just opened his window to return. They designated him to return from IR. So we're about 3 weeks away from him going back on IR.
Wow.
They turned down 2 first-round picks and a third for Brian Burns. And Brian Burns is like, cool, pay me my money. And it's like, nah, we ain't going to do that. Their overpaid middle linebacker has been on IR for several weeks. Their young O-line, who was ascending and going to be one of the better lines in the league, has been the worst line in the league outside of New York. Like I said, the all-star coaching staff is trending towards being fired, if not in season, then certainly after their first season.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have the first-round pick that they are working so hard to earn right at the top of the draft, where they could draft a what looks like a generational talent to put next to Bryce Young and Marvin Harrison Jr. So now they're hoping that guys will fall to them in the second round. They are, at this point, afterthoughts in the worst division in the league. So Don't ask me shit about Carolina.
All right. We'll not ask you shit about Carolina. All right. So we're going to kind of freestyle this whole thing. We'll do some picks in a little bit. Let's get into. Well, first, I actually want to get in this conversation with Hendo and you, because I heard you guys talking on Coach last night, and it's going to lead into what we're going to pick right now. But you guys, Coach had asked Defensive Player of the Year, and I believe Bronny, you weren't on the show because apparently you were sick. But Hendo,
wow.
Go ahead.
Hendo said Myles Garrett and started throwing out all these stats and stuff. And I wanted to kind of just talk about that, but I want to hear from you again, Hendo, why you chose Myles Garrett over TJ Watt.
Listen, I'm not trying to take anything away from TJ Watt, but I just think
stop lying.
I just think the more dominant player of the two this season, not career, this season, has been Myles Garrett. Like, he's affecting the way that offensive line is playing. Like I said, I'm not saying that TJ Watt isn't dominant. You know what I mean? Myles Garrett is out here blocking field goals, disruptive on special teams. Like, he's just, to me, been the most dominant defensive player this year.
Jay,
how many
I don't know how many sacks he got.
How many interceptions does Myles Garrett have?
I don't know, brother.
Oh, you don't know?
Oh, because TJ Watt has 2.
He has 0. He has 0 in his career. TJ Watt has 7, 2 this year, but you wouldn't understand that. Why you got a stink face for?
I'm waiting for you to finish the bullshit.
Why is it got to be bullshit?
I'm sorry, I'm waiting for you to finish.
It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to. You choose to make it that way, but I'm waiting.
Why is it got to be bullshit for?
Well, listen, I'm waiting for whatever else you have to say, bro. You asked me my opinion. Now you're trying to unjustify my opinion. But go ahead.
Well,
continue.
Yeah,
please continue. Please continue. My opinion is my opinion regardless. But please continue.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what? Is it good about your opinion?
Please do it. Do it. Do it.
Hey, remember one thing. I'm your friend, okay? And I support you.
Once again, do it, because I'm waiting for you to push that button and do it. Do
it. I can't do that anymore because it's more personal now. And around here, we don't do that. Okay, we don't do that around here, Hendo. We don't make things personal around here.
Yeah, okay? Yeah. Brian and I, we don't.
That's a lie. Bronny definitely makes it personal. He was on your show Sunday, telling someone to go F themselves
because they deserved it.
Personal.
And that wasn't personal, but he deserved it.
I don't know anything about that person. How could it be personal?
You knew it was personal.
It could not be personal. I know nothing about that person.
Right. You know exactly who that was. Anyway, let's start off with.
You never told me what your point was. You never said what your point was, Shug.
I don't need to prove my point.
No, I didn't say prove it. You didn't say what it was.
No, I wanted to know why you're picking Myles Garrett over TJ Watt. That's all. And you seem to like a guy that pretends to dribble on a football field. That's okay. We're just asking.
Did you know that in the first 100 career games, TJ Watt has the second most sacks all time?
Mm-hmm.
Behind, I believe, he just jumped his brother. I think is it Reggie White that's number 1?
Yes, sir. It's Reggie White, TJ Watt, JJ Watt.
That's amazing.
It really is.
All right. Who so far is your MVP? And I'll start with you, Hendo.
League MVP?
League MVP, yes. Not Ravens, because we already know that's James Prochet.
He tried so hard.
He did. It's
He sacrificed his career to get them that win, and they did it anyway.
Patrick Mahomes. I want Patrick Mahomes. He's the league MVP.
Shug.
Patrick Mahomes?
Should.
Yes, I know. He muffed the punt.
He's never going to play football again because he wanted to get Baltimore that win, and they fucking lost.
He better become a coach over here, quality control coach or something over here. Better let him do something.
Bronny, what about you? Who's
Y'all
your
did that,
MVP?
and that's so wrong. My MVP is Lamar Jackson.
Really? Even with his
Every single player in the league has had a bad game.
no, I mean,
Offense-
but he's
Offense
he
has
hasn't had a
been- It doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
Offense has been down across the whole league. Everybody's had a bad game.
very true. I mean, Jordan Love out here throwing 2 touchdowns.
Hey, let me tell you about Jordan Love. Fuck him.
Yes,
I have to agree with Mr. J. I think I have to go with Tyreek Hill.
I can see that.
All right. Offensive player of the year.
You're gonna say, you may say that this is a homer pick, but I really believe it's Christian McCaffrey. And not to say that Tyree doesn't have a great case for it, he does. But I think Christian McCaffrey is the guy who really makes that whole team go. He's the one who kind of kicked off their winning streak. Starting last year, he had 18 straight touchdown or a touchdown in 18 straight games. I think he's arguably the best, non-quarterback player in the league. And the problem for Tyreek Hill and why Tyreek Hill is not going to win MVP is that they can't beat anybody who matters. They're 0-3 against
Jeremy saying don't make it
teams
personal.
over 500.
Personal. Also, Bronny, fuck Jordan Love. Jeremy,
So-
I don't know if you notice around here, we don't make it personal.
We don't make it personal.
It's not personal, Sonny.
It's not personal.
It's strictly
So-
business.
So to answer your question, Suge,
Yes, sir.
Tyreek Hill is going to be offensive MVP,
Okay.
offensive player of the year. But I can
Offensive
see,
player
I
of
can see, I can see. Listen, I can see Christian McCaffrey. I wouldn't even bat an eye if I saw Christian McCaffrey winning. I'd be like this, yeah.
All right. Rodney, defensive player of the year.
Defensive player of the year, man. I mean, it's got to be Brian Burns, right? They turned down 2 firsts and a third for him, so clearly.
Clearly,
No, you know what? Honestly, but right now, I hate this. I hate to say this. I really do. But right now, I would give it to my guy, Geno Stone. Balling out of his mind. And he would have had even another interception if Kyle Hamilton. What you all tried to go at me a little bit when I called him a douchebag, but you saw him on that field. You saw. I don't know if you saw it, but Geno was in position to get another interception. Here come All-American douchebag Kyle running into the picture, bumping into him, knocking the ball on the ground. Nobody gets a catch. The fuck is that? He already had an interception return for a touchdown. What was he doing? Being a douchebag.
What about you, Hendo?
I'm gonna have to go with Kyle Hamilton. Miles Garrett, you dumbass. What did you ask me this question for? We just went through this.
Well, because I knew you were wrong. It is
He
definitely
was
TJ
giving
Watt.
you a
It's good.
chance. He was giving you a chance to
Yeah, I was
correct
giving you a
it.
chance to be legit, but
To be
apparently that's
legit.
not-
Oh, but
That's
you
not
didn't say
even
anything about
relevant.
Rodney. You didn't say nothing about Rodney's pick.
I made a great case for Geno.
Yeah,
What?
he actually did. All right, Hendo, offensive rookie of the year.
Offensive rookie of the year? CJ Stroud. This is not even a question.
Hey, just damn, answer the question. You ain't got to give a smart aleck answer.
I did answer the question.
Damn.
Douchebag.
No, but you're like yelling at me about it. Like I'm
didn't
asking
yell.
you.
I didn't
I'm
yell.
asking
I didn't
you.
yell. That's
Okay.
right. We generational douchebag.
Oh my God.
Becky, look at her butt.
Look at your dirty ass player, Draymond Green.
What do you do now?
He ain't my player.
He put Rudy Gobert in a legit chokehold and dragged him down the court.
Did he put him in? Did he put him in a body bag?
He was
Good.
trying.
Listen,
Yo, he came flying in. Oh my God.
listen. Under other circumstances, I would not condone this, but being that it was Rudy Gobert, good. Do it twice.
Oh,
Giving people COVID out here playing games.
they better suspend him
Jeremy,
for the next
how
30
is Miles Defensive Player of the Year when less tackles than TJ Watt? He has a half a sack more than TJ. TJ has 6 pass deflections. Miles has 0. He has, 2. TJ Watt has an interception. Miles has 0. Fumble recoveries. TJ has 3. Miles has 1. Forced fumbles. Miles Garrett has 4. TJ has 2. TJ Watt has a touchdown. Miles Garrett doesn't have a touchdown nor a safety.
So you're going everything off just pure stats.
I mean, what else? Hey, if you want to go off non-per stats, the Steelers would not have a winning record without TJ Watt right now.
That is a goddamn shame.
Because he carries that defense.
You think the same? All right. Well, let me ask you this question: whose defense is number one?
You're not allowed to ask questions right now because we're moving on. Go ahead. I'm messing with you. You know what I was gonna say? Rodney was gonna come out of my mouth next. You got a show to do that on.
Let's bring in Matt Thomas.
No. Go ahead. No, ask your question. No, I'm giving you a hard time. Go ahead.
No, you can continue. I've given my answer.
Look at Ernest Jeremy in the chat asking real questions.
That's right.
You remember you got kicked out of the game recently. Are you hating on CJJ? Oh,
I think Jay. Don't tell me you hating on CJ. Come on, Jay.
Well, he didn't even ask me my offensive rookie of the year.
I'm catching up with JJ doesn't have a blocked field goal. Okay, blocking a field goal, what is that?
Wins you the game?
It actively takes points off the board.
So does forcing a fumble and intercepting the ball.
Not as actively.
Okay. Which one would you rather take more?
Block field goals.
Eye test doesn't matter. Eye test matters. It's just not stats. Yeah, watching a guy pretend to dribble a ball in a football game,
He's having fun. You mad because he's having fun, bro?
Do you hate Myles Garrett because you had a racist quarterback and Myles called him out and beat him with the helmet?
First off, I am glad he hit Mason Rudolph. Secondly, if it was up to me, they would have released that audio of Mason saying the N-word, like Matt Thomas says there is. But there's a conspiracy that they won't release that audio. So
because of Mason Rudolph?
Yeah, because they don't want to get Mason in trouble. So
those are the kind of takes Matt comes at you with.
Just saying. Let's okay, but who's your
no conspiracy to keep his quarterback's sexual assaults out the media though.
Right.
Offensive rookie of the year, Puka Nacua.
Okay.
No, fuck that guy, Stroud. All right, don't even look at me like that, Hendo.
Because I don't understand why you had the opportunity to pick him. I told y'all to pick him.
No, I didn't.
I mean, not you personally.
No, it's obviously a CJ Stroud. I mean, he's been incredible. Far beyond. I mean, just even beyond the standard of just hey, for a rookie, he's been great. So I mean, obviously he's offensive rookie of the year. Puka's a strong second though.
Yeah, for sure. Defensive player of the year, defensive rookie of the year, Mr. Brodney.
Man, I think I gotta give it to Jalen Carter out in Philly. As much as I don't like that. I'm gonna love it next year when I'm no longer a Panthers fan and I'm back to Philly. But right now,
you said no to Philly.
When did I say that?
The prior stream we just had.
No. I said when he asked that question, I said it might be Philly because they've atoned for their sins with Randall Cunningham. They got Donovan McNabb, they got Jalen Hurts, and I forgive them now, and it might be them. Okay. It's not definite. Okay, but I mean, goddamn, you could do worse, right? I think it's going to be Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter is ridiculous. I can't believe he fell to Philly. 9.
Hendo Henderson. What about you, sir?
Yeah, agreed. Jalen Carter. He's dominating. That whole University of Georgia defense that they got out there, and Jalen Carter is the headliner. So
You know, it's like sometimes. I mean, not sometimes. It's not as complicated as they like to make it, right? They looked and they said, "Hey, Georgia has better players than everyone else in the country. Let's go get all of Georgia's players."
I mean, Broderick Jones for the Steelers has taken over that spot on the O line, and he's been playing great.
And that's the only one. He's the only one.
Jalen Warren and Najee all of a sudden had 100 yards.
Yeah, anytime you can,
whoa.
anytime you can get a backup running back in the first round, you got to do it, man.
Mr. Hendo, did you already say your defensive player of the year or defensive rookie of the year?
Jalen Carter.
Comeback player of the year.
Comeback player of the year.
Tough one.
Yeah, you go ahead and go first, Hendo.
God damn. Comeback player of the year. Since I can't really think of too many people right now, I'm going to have to go with Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Rodney.
Okay. I'm gonna say Tua.
Oh,
Coming back from all them concussions. You know, everybody was fearing for his life. Everybody was telling him to retire.
Yes.
And he's back, and he's fine. He's having himself a great season.
All right.
And plus,
And
Lamar
coach of the year.
Coach of the year. God damn it. How you take over a team who won 7 games and win 1 game? How you do that? How you do that, Shug? How you up -6? I want to give it to Frank Reich just so he can stand up there and hold the award and feel the shame of knowing that it's a joke. Whatever. The obvious and real answer to this question is Mike Tomlin.
Thank you, Rodney. Thank you.
I mean, I don't think it's even close. Honestly. That is a bad team.
If he gets them to the playoffs,
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like they're not.
If he gets them to the play, now if they win the division, then he definitely has to win Coach of the Year. I don't think we're going to win the division.
It's like Brian Daboll last year. The Giants got to the playoffs. We all turned around at playoff time. Like, how the fuck did that happen? I guess that's our Coach of the Year. Man threw 15 touchdown passes.
Sure.
15. It's a 17-game season. But yeah, I mean, whatever.
What about you, Hendo?
Brady made a good point. You know, the Steelers, I don't know if they're the first team in NFL history or just the latest team. They got to be the fucking first team in NFL history to be outgained in its first 10 games and have a winning record.
They're the first.
The first in NFL history. But I got to give Coach of the Year to DeMeco Ryans, head coach of the Houston Texans. I think with a rookie quarterback, him being a rookie head coach himself, just the turnaround that he's had in Houston, because I think they won 2 or 3 games last year, and their top running back being out for approximately 3 games. I think with them
their top running back played last week, it looked like.
Well, you know what the hell I mean, Rodney. Because it was Damian Pierce was supposed to be their top running back. So, you know,
shout out to Mike for not trading him back to me. Appreciate you.
Yeah, bad move I made. But I think he's done. Listen, take nothing away from Mike Tomlin. He's done a phenomenal job. Much respect to him. But I just think that with the rookie head coach, him coming into an unstable situation, an unstable organization, and having his team in the playoffs right now, I think that is a feat in itself.
You want to know what it's like to be a black quarterback or a black coach. I saw. I don't know if he's a Houston beat writer, but asking the question, with the success that they're having this year, if Ben Slowick gets a offer to be a head coach, should they just promote him to head coach in Houston and get rid of D'Amico Ryans? So there's that.
Yep. Good old Texas for you.
Good old NFL for you.
That too.
All right. We're going to get into our picks real quick, and then we will have a little bit of fun, just kind of freestyling it, and then we're going to get out of here because I know Hendo's got a lot. He's got to start getting ready for his big day, which is coming soon.
I was supposed to stream after this, but
you can still stream.
Yeah, you can still stream. What do you want to stream?
Nah, it's getting late.
It's not late for you.
Like Flowetry said, it's getting late.
All right.
Well, you quoting Flowetry right now?
Yeah.
Are you doing that?
Because it's getting late. I'm so okay, well, fine. The sun's going down. The sun's getting low. It's getting late.
All right, Black Widow. All right. Thursday, Cincinnati at Baltimore. Mr. Hendo, since you are a resident Baltimore fan, who you got?
See, I feel like if I say Cincinnati, Baltimore's going to win. But being that it's a short week, Cincinnati has some issues with some unhealthy players on the defensive side. We have unhealthy players on the offensive side. I would think that we were the more physical team and we could withstand something like this. But after looking how we looked Sunday and being that we were on the field for an extremely long time, I think Baltimore's going to win this game 23-20.
Rodney?
This is a tough one to pick. There's like Hendo said, there's a lot of players out on both sides, a lot of key players out. And so I'm going to default to the Thursday night logic of you go with the home team, even though Baltimore sucks ass at home. Wait a minute. I might go with Cincinnati.
But here's the thing. B, ever since we started saying that logic, the road team has been winning a lot more.
Yeah. I'm going to stick with Baltimore. I'm going to say they win this one 2017.
2017. Lamar Jackson will have no interceptions in this game.
So thank you.
But he will have 2 fumbles, which will result in a fumble return.
You see how he waited
Cincinnati,
for you to say thank you, right?
27-10, which is going to start the downfall of the Ravens, like I said, of their losing streak.
T. Higgins not playing.
Cincinnati.
That's big. That's big. T. Higgins is not playing.
Can't wait for this next one.
Pittsburgh at Cleveland. Rodney, go ahead.
I mean, listen, I just said Mike Tomlin Coach of the Year. You just said TJ Watt Defensive Player of the Year. Cleveland is, I don't think they're the best, obviously they're the best team in the league or anything like that. I mean, Deshaun Watson, he shows up every now and then. But they do have the top defense. I don't think that Pittsburgh, their line will really be able to protect against Za'Darius and Miles and crew. So I'm going to take Cleveland. I don't think that Pittsburgh is going to.
We didn't ask for a score. Just pick the team.
Pittsburgh.
Just pick the team.
Score 13.
Just picks the team. He don't listen.
You're rude, sir.
Pick the team.
27-13 Cleveland.
Jesus. Hendo.
Woody. Yeah. Like Rodney said, your offensive line is having issues. I think the number 1 defense in the league is going to be a little bit too much. And with Deshaun Watson coming around, like I said, he may be turning the corner. Even if they can get a glimpse of the old Deshaun Watson, that makes this offense a lot better. And their ground game is starting to pick up steam without Nick Chubb. So,
good, because Nick Chubb ain't never coming back.
Shut your mouth. I'm going to go with Cleveland 31-10.
Why are we picking scores? Why are we
Why-
picking scores? Nobody has
our
scores.
team. We always pick team. We always pick scores for our own personal teams.
No, we don't. Pittsburgh's gonna win. Last second field goal with
Why are you picking
Najee
score?
Harris. Najee Harris running all over
Ooh, I
the
gotta put
place.
him
And
on the
Jalen
bench.
Warren. Chicago and Detroit.
Wow, Jay.
Jay is
Jay.
being dirty.
Definitely taking Detroit in this one. I don't feel like I need to give an explanation.
Yeah, I don't care who the quarterback is. Detroit all day.
Let's go with Detroit. LA Chargers, Green Bay Packers.
Fucking Chargers, man. God damn it.
Justin Herbert had a turnaround last game. Chargers.
I'm gonna pick Green Bay. I think Jordan Love's gonna throw some touchdowns.
And some picks.
We'll see. Las Vegas versus Miami.
I don't really believe in the Las Vegas turnaround with Antonio Pierce. I'm going Miami here.
Yeah, I know. Even though Coach picked Vegas earlier, it's definitely Miami.
I would definitely go Miami also. New York Giants at Washington.
Washington all day long. They're fucking starting Tommy DeVito. Should.
You mean
With
the
that-
Penguin?
With that, listen, first and foremost, this man's in the NFL. His mom gets his food, does his laundry, puts his clothes out for him, like living the life. So with that, I'm going.
He's Jersey trash.
He pretty much is. With that, unfortunately, I'm going to have to pick the commies.
Skip it.
I will also go with the Washington. I was gonna say the other name. Dallas versus Carolina.
Dallas.
Can you say that a little louder, Brownie, please?
Say what a little louder.
Who you're picking?
No, my mic got it.
So,
Hendo?
yeah. So I do believe with former University of Maryland quarterback, Frank Wright.
Yeah.
I think Frank Wright fighting for his job.
Jeremy, your Cowboys lost to the Cardinals.
That is true. And for that reason, I think that they're going to come out with some things that Dallas isn't expected. I think Dallas, the Cowboys, their head is getting a little too big for some reason. CeeDee Lamb thinks he's the best wide receiver in the NFL. I don't know what drugs he's on, but I know they do a lot of drugs in Dallas, but not to hold on, not today. Carolina in a squeaker. Watch.
I would normally agree with Hendo, but no, Dallas.
I'm putting money on this one.
Tennessee, Jacksonville.
Yeah, I'm taking Jacksonville, even though they were exposed as frauds. Oh my god! Bro.
He is like he is there. He is like the shadow.
Yo, Caleb like Slender Man just be popping out of nowhere and shit. Like,
Did you see Victor Wembanyama dressed as Slender Man? That was terrifying.
Yes, it was.
But yeah, Jacksonville got exposed a little bit against San Francisco. I think they bounced back and get the win against Tennessee, though.
Yeah, Jacksonville got exposed, but it was the 49ers with Chase Young. And I guess the so-called Prince will have a bounce back game. And Tennessee, just with Will Levis, just really ain't about nothing. So, Jacksonville.
Yeah, I'll go with Jacksonville. Arizona versus Houston.
This is an interesting one since Stewie's back. I think I am going to stick with Houston, though. They're playing a bit better. I think they have a better roster overall. I think that. I hope that Arizona really drills home the point that they need to lose these games to get that top pick. But yeah, I'm going to go with Houston here.
Yeah, Kyler Murray don't want to be replaced, so he's gonna do everything in his power to help Arizona win and not tank. But I just think CJ Stroud is just on a run right now that he can't be stopped, and Houston's gonna blow them out.
Blow them out. All right. I'll take Houston also. Tampa Bay at San Francisco.
San Francisco by 8 million.
First of all, you got rejuvenated Baker Mayfield. He has something to say. Can this be my upset special number 2? No, it's not. It's San Francisco. Yeah, San Francisco. Now this next game though, but San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with San Francisco too. New York Jets at Buffalo.
And I don't know what's going on in Buffalo. I don't know how they fix it. I know that firing Ken Dorsey is not the answer, but something is rotten in New York over there, but not rotten enough to lose to the Jets. Taking Buffalo.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. Listen, they had a players only meeting, and after that players only meeting, they played even worse. And it's all because of their quarterback, Josh Allen. He's just not concentrating. If you watched the game last night, he dropped the ball. He put the ball in front of James Cook and just dropped it. It was like, nah, I don't want this. I don't want this. But I do think that with Zach Wilson, he's 10 times worse. 10 times worse. So even though the Jets have a way better defense, a top 10 defense, I think Buffalo ekes one out, even though they lost to him in the first game of the season.
I am going with the upset here, and I believe this will be the last game that Stephon Diggs plays in Buffalo after this.
Whoa.
With the
Excuse me for a
Jets.
second. I just got a question for you before you move on. Is he going to walk out on a team and just not play the rest of the season?
That's happened to Buffalo
think so.
before.
I think something's going to happen. I think he may continue to play, but I think this will be this will be the straw that broke the camel's back.
That straw's already broke his back.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think this is the one.
They're not going to cut him.
Well, he may sit, but I am picking the Jets in an upset.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle at the Rams.
I mean, a not so enthusiastic pick of Seattle here.
That's right.
You think Seattle? Okay.
Listen, LA Rams, brand new quarterback, Carson Wentz on the team. He boosts morale, but I'm going with Seattle. I just said he boosts morale.
Seattle.
I didn't say Wentz was playing. I just said he boosts morale.
I'm gonna go with Seattle also. Minnesota at Denver.
Going with Russ to continue cooking here, and unfortunately, the Josh Dobbs story hits a bump in the road. Denver gets the win at home.
I don't know who to pick. Let me let the blind rage leave me first while we have another clunker of a Sunday night game. Because even with Russell Wilson and Kirk Cousins playing, why they thought this shit was primetime material. But
is Kirk Cousins back?
No, he's not. He's out for the year.
Okay, so is Josh Dobbs?
But I'm just saying, even when they scheduled the game, the game, why did they think this was a primetime matchup? Because Russ played like shit last year. But I do think that Josh Dobbs continues his swan song, and I'm going to take Minnesota.
I am going with the alopecia assassin. He's gonna sit here and sling that ball around and take people's eyebrows out. I'm going Minnesota.
He's so disrespectful.
And the rematch.
This is a good one.
Super Bowl last year.
They finally got it right.
Philadelphia at Kansas City.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Philly here. Kansas City hasn't, they've been fine, but they haven't been a dominant Chiefs team that we're used to seeing offensively. And I think they run up against a team that has a bit more firepower there, and I think they just won't be able to keep up on Monday.
Listen, just saying right here, right now, Coach, I'm sick on Monday. Know if I'm going to make the roundup. Excuse me. But I think this is a fascinating game. Super Bowl rematch, and both teams are actually coming off a bye. So they're well rested, and I guess they got a little more healthy. Now, A.J. Brown has been on a tear. I don't know if Kansas City has anything to stop him, but this season, Kansas City has become a more defensive team just because the offense just doesn't have any receivers outside of Travis Kelce that can consistently get the ball. But Pat Mahomes is Pat Mahomes. I'm going to go with Kansas City. just because they play better defense.
It's the Kelsey Bowl because of Taylor Swift.
If she's at the game, definitely Kansas City.
Yeah, I'm going Kansas City. I'm going Kansas
All right.
City.
Can build my lead.
There we go. I actually forgot to put in the numbers, so I'll do that next week. I have it written down. Actually, I wrote it down, but again, I was not prepared for the show today because it's been a long day.
Who's winning on that sheet?
I had nine right last week. You and Bronny had 7.
So at the end of the year, we're going by percentage.
I don't know.
Because clearly, you had a 9-week advantage on me.
That's
So
your
it can't
fault.
be. Oh, okay. Take me out the running then. Cut.
I mean,
Cut.
you could have put your answers in the stream,
Cut.
but like I talked about earlier today, some people don't support.
And
That's
like somebody else talked about in the stream, just because people don't comment don't mean they're not there.
That's true.
Yeah. And then, like somebody else talked about in the stream, I can see how long you've been watching. You ain't supporting.
See, but that's not true because I was
That's
in
not
Coach's stream all day Sunday. Yeah, I think Coach is tripping because I was in the stream. I'm usually in Hendo's stream.
He's manually decreasing your points.
You ain't tell Coach you was tripping.
Because that man killed somebody.
So did you.
Told you I've killed too.
I cannot.
No, you have not. Starfield doesn't count.
I told you I wasn't talking about Starfield.
I cannot. Deny.
Real quick, have y'all finished watching Loki?
I've been finished watching Loki.
Well, I'm asking Rodney. Okay.
You said y'all.
I've been sick, sir.
Have you though?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know your eyeballs were sick.
Wow. Do you know how sickness works, Hendo? Huh?
Yeah, like when people get COVID. Yeah, I know how it works.
I did
really well.
I did not, Jeremy.
Kristen was very ill.
I wasn't even talking about Kristen.
Okay, well, whatever. Be specific next time. Anyway, moving on. No, I have not finished Loki yet. I'm going to finish Loki, but I'm also going to start Blue-Eyed Samurai because apparently it's the greatest show ever made.
And that's on Netflix.
No, there is some rumors going. There's some rumors going around that there's a possibility that they are going to be replacing King the Conqueror due to Jonathan Majors' legal issues.
I'm not watching it then.
And replacing it with Doctor Doom. Now, after you watch Loki, Rodney, I think you will tell me that not only is Jonathan Majors a great actor, he's perfect for King. He's perfect for King the Conqueror.
I mean, we saw that in the last scene or last episode of season 1 of Loki.
Oh, wait until this one.
Yeah, and that's for me never been in question. He's a phenomenal actor, which unfortunately a lot of times in not just in Hollywood, but in a lot of industries, when you have that kind of talent, it empowers people to be dirtbags.
So there's a lot of things out there, Jay. He's supposed to be going to trial, but a lot of people are saying, from my reading, and I may be wrong, the trial is actually him suing her.
Yes, he is.
And so I think a lot of people are taking that and saying, "Oh, it's him going to trial," but it actually isn't.
Mm-hmm.
But there's misinformation out there, and a lot of people are just kind of throwing stuff out there. So I'm waiting until it actually starts to see what it actually is. But it's supposed to be him suing her or allegations against her, and not him.
Just to be clear, I said he's a dirtbag. I was not talking about these allegations being true, because there's just a lot of people who came out and said that he treats people poorly. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
By him being a dirtbag.
Kind of like Christian Bale.
Man, forget Jonathan Majors. He's a show canceller. Like Lovecraft Country, that was an awesome show.
I still haven't watched that.
If only could have had Matt Murdock as his lawyer.
Man, that was a Brodney. That was a very good show. And I don't know why they canceled it. Oh no, it was about black people. Never mind.
There you go.
So Shug, what did you think about, without giving too much away, what did you think about the last Loki episode?
Again, what I liked about it the most, it didn't depend on the Marvel superheroes. There's nothing Marvel superhero about that show. There's elements of comic book, and you know it's a Marvel show because it says it right off the bat, but you don't look at that show and go, this is a Marvel show about Marvel superheroes and villains. Right. It was just a show about this, which is backed by stories of Marvel superhero stuff. And that's what I like. So it was almost like its own thing. Like kind of what you've been complaining about, or not you, Jose, how it's its own thing, but it fits within the Marvel universe. I like that. It was actually really good in how they read it.
Well, it was good up until the last episode because I ain't like it.
You didn't like the last episode? No?
Nope.
So don't be surprised. He doesn't like anything.
Listen, the first 5 episodes are awesome. Like this season has been phenomenal. It's just that you built up to this crescendo, and then you came with that lazy and just was like, you know what? Take that.
What he wanted was a portal to open up, and out walks the X-Men. And
it had nothing to do with anybody else. It had nothing to do with anybody else.
Doctor Doom.
Nope, false. Because
he wanted a big old endgame fight.
Nope,
that's what he wanted.
So Shug, if you think about what happened, what he had to do to get to the last point, right? There is something in between. Once he figured stuff out, that he could have went to. If you think about it,
okay, you have to tell me.
You know, what would be really cool is if you had like a Marvel talk show where we kind of went over all this after all of us have watched it. I don't know if that's something that you want to like DM us about and plan, and then that's a thing that we'll do, or if you just want to.
I was planning on
having
doing
these exclusionary conversations.
I was planning on doing that as soon as I finish the fighter.
That shit ain't never happened. That ain't never happening.
Also, too, I have a draft coming up for the NBA. But we'll see when that happens. And I just did the pound for pound list for a podcast, so that kind of took up my whole morning on Saturday, which was, by the way, very fun. If you don't know what I'm talking about,
damn right it was.
With Brodney, Jose, and OTR Mike, myself and Farish. If you let me finish talking,
I was just saying
myself and Farish joined them to do the pound for pound list. And Ferris made it really funny because he couldn't figure out which Charlo was Charlo. And then I kept derailing the discussion because I wanted to argue about Tyson Fury, and then we wanted to argue about.
You just like arguing and doing shit for no reason.
I do like to argue. I like to argue.
Toxic.
I like to argue. Yeah, it could be. Some people find it attractive. No.
Do
on your OnlyFans?
On my OnlyFans, where I just sit there and stare at the camera as I eat food.
Some people like that.
I eat a big old bucket of fried chicken.
Maybe one of y'all can explain to me why mukbang is just so popular.
Because people are weird, but also at the same time, I do like watching videos of people trying food.
Now that's different. That's different, Shug. It's this guy, I can't remember his name. He has like a $200 to $500 patron where they pay him $200, $500 a month to go to restaurants and just shove food in his mouth. And it's not even about the tasting of the food. He just goes to Wendy's or McDonald's, wherever.
There's a lot of really maladjusted people out there.
Yeah,
weird.
There's a girl. I watched her.
Media allows you to play out the parts of you that you should be repressing.
Yeah, I watched a girl take 2 bites of a Big Mac.
What now?
Of a what? 2 bites.
Oh, Big Mac.
No, she finished the whole Big Mac in 2 bites.
In 2 bites? That ain't shit.
Motherfucker, first off, I ain't sticking that much meat in my mouth. Secondly, no, there is no pause. I'm not letting.
You shouldn't put meat in
my mouth.
You said that much meat. So if it was a little bit of meat, you'd be putting it in your mouth, huh?
Some of
If
it,
it was
Hendo,
tiny
some,
meat, if it was tiny meat, you'd be putting it in your mouth, right? Pause.
So
Hendo,
I
some
got
of-
a camera today.
Hendo. Some of us don't like fried mushrooms and call it fried chicken.
Listen,
okay?
I had some General Soul's chicken.
No, you didn't. I got a camera today, and I'm gonna
Got your
set it
camera?
up. Yeah, I'm gonna set it up so I can do reaction shots to when the chick says things like that. I'm just gonna turn and just shake my head.
And we're gonna just do reels of just a collection, a compilation of when Suge just says inappropriate shit and us reacting to it. That's a bright idea, Brodney.
I don't say
Why you
inappropriate
jumping on
things.
my idea?
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, when you do your thing, bro. My bad.
All right.
Let me exclude myself. Back it up.
Oh, you mean like y'all excluded me from the low key talk? It's all right, whatever. No.
Because you chose not to watch low key.
You didn't tell me
That's
we
true.
were gonna be talking about low key. Otherwise,
You
I
had
would've watched
hey,
it, wouldn't I?
you had all
Wouldn't
day
I?
yesterday to watch Loki.
You've had 6 weeks to watch it.
No. All right, y'all.
Yeah,
know I
yesterday
don't
to watch it. You didn't work.
week to week. Okay. First of all, I put my business out there. Second of all, I'm not gonna watch it.
You put
Well,
your
I'm
business out there.
sick.
You said it Sunday.
I'm not going to watch it while I'm sick and not really paying attention. I want to.
How do you hold on? How do you not pay attention
Fucking
more when
hit
you're sick?
Hit the outro, bro.
No,
Because
we're not
I'm
hitting
not
outro.
feeling well.
That's
No,
when I
this
pay
is-
attention the
this is-
most.
This isn't like y'all where you're faking sick just to stay home and you're like, oh, I gotta watch something on Netflix today. I didn't feel well. I was laying down.
But you feel well enough to just berate me the whole weekend.
I
And
didn't do
week.
that. I did not do that.
Facts.
Right.
Didn't do that.
You're never too sick for that.
Didn't do either of those things.
Facts. Well, before we get out of here,
Yeah.
Bronny, let the people know where they can find you and your great content.
My great content is on Lunch Break Hot Take. We do a live show every Wednesday at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. We follow that up with the Overtime Show. I have also some great content on Ring Kings podcast, where we stream after big time fights, which I just saw rumors or sources talking about an event coming up late December, where it's going to be Anthony Joshua versus Otto Wallin, Deontay Wilder versus Joshua Parker, and then on the undercard as well, Dimitri Bivol. So if that's actually true, that's a fantastic card. Probably not true. Neither here nor there. I have some great content on Monday as well. Over on Sip to Tally Films, the Ravens Roundup with Hendo, with Chris Just Joking, with my brother Jose, with OTR Mike, and of course with Coach Evans, since it is his channel. And then if you want my not as great content, I am here every Tuesday for Steel Conspiracy at 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time.
Because fuck them, that's why.
But I think that's about it. That's about it. I'm not doing any other show. I am going to be on Good Friends, Better Rivals on Friday.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
Sweet.
Well, actually, I shouldn't say on Friday. I'm not sure when they're putting out the video. We're recording it on Friday.
And then you'll
that
be on
should
the
live.
Marvel show.
That should be live.
It's not going to be live.
What? Okay.
It's going
And
to
then,
be
then you'll be
recorded.
on the Marvel show.
No, you just said it's not happening.
And then you're gonna be on. We're gonna be doing Mukbang.
No,
Then
we're
we're
not.
gonna do inappropriate jokes with Suge, and it's just gonna be you and Hendo judging me as I say inappropriate stuff. It's on Friday. Caleb says.
Okay. What
All right.
time, Caleb?
Mr. Hendo, the great
Dude.
one, the immaculate one, the
Immaculate.
jack of all trades.
The jack off?
I call him wow.
See, not too sick. That mouth not too sick. Pause.
I'm not. I'm not sick now. That's why I'm here. Now I'm feeling better. I was. I started fucking streaming.
And then we're gonna find you at.
They can find me on the Rogue Pod on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all them good things. I do a Sunday show, 8 p.m. Don't know what I'm doing this week as the Ravens play on Thursdays, but Sundays after every game, 8 p.m. I do a show, and after the show, we have Ricardo's
See what
Remittance,
you did. See what you did.
where you get to hang out after the stream if you are a patron. Tuesdays, and we just got finished doing it with my man, Mr. Galloway, Electric Relaxation with Mr. Galloway, where we talk all things hip hop, but we are branching out to interviewing and doing some other things. So make sure you come check us out every Tuesday at 8 p.m. at Electric Relaxation. What else I got?
On Tuesdays.
Also, the Ravens Roundup on Mondays, 9 p.m. Sip the Tally. I think Brady already told you guys. Make sure also you go over to Awesome Dipped in Awesome, my old new channel, where we're redoing some things, we're repurposing some content and just moving things around and switching it up. And
Go over there and leave a comment and say we want more Dream.
We can do that as well. And
Are you gonna do some video game playing over there?
video game play, not on that channel. No. And also that channel may bring back Hanging with Hendo. Maybe.
Hanging with Hendo is back. It's going to be packaged as a block with Late Night with Suge and Ferris.
Now that's a thing. That's a thing.
It's exciting.
And then after Late Night with Suge and Ferris,
Does Old Gamers is back? No, it's not. And then also on Tuesday evenings at 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time, you can find Hendo right here on the Steel Conspiracy.
Once a month.
No, it's already not that. So
we're not gonna burn Hendo out, okay?
Right.
Hendo can't burn out.
Right. Yeah. See, now I'm not even gonna stream now. It's just too late.
See, if he burns out, he flakes on his own channel, not on his friends.
I flake on my friends.
That's right,
not
Jay.
on my channel.
Nope.
That's right, Jay. All right, and you can find me Suge Knight 323 here on TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. Suge Knight 1323 on Twitch, where I'm usually playing Magic Gathering, Apex, Fortnite, or whatever other video games. I haven't been playing much lately because Fortnite's kind of boring right now, and Magic is annoying. So, but I'll be back to streaming over there soon enough. Come hang out with me. Appreciate you. We are gonna do the Marvel thing once I figure out a time and date. And if you want something else or you have some other ideas, please leave them in the comments and let me know what you would like to see.
Thank you first. Like I said,
They're going live on Friday.
Gotcha.
So boom.
I didn't agree to that, but that's okay.
Hanging with Hendo's number one fan is me.
Man, why do you say things like that?
He is the number one fan.
Okay,
but
it's weird to say.
He's
Hendo, when you and Bazel gonna do a video of you guys eating at a place together and trying the food? Like it would be like almost like big as Keith Lee. I think y'all should do that.
And I'm gonna quote the great and wise Brodney: when people start paying for that shit.
I've never said that.
He didn't say it like that, but you know, in essence.
I live to provide content for our audience.
Right there. He eats vegan food, Hendo. That's a new show for you.
Once again, this shit. Listen, everything that we do now is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. A lot.
I think Bazel's up for it.
I'm not talking about Bazel. I'm talking about the people that's gonna watch it.
Bazel wants to put in that work with Hendo for sure.
Pause.
Sure.
Thank you, Jay.
No, it doesn't. Jay. You don't know my life.
Jay, a real one.
All right. We're gonna get out of here. Everybody have a good
Y'all
night.
have been such bad influences on Jay, man. Like
We have.
Yes.
Well, it really, honestly, to be truthful, it really didn't start till he started hanging out with Reg in Bazel.
I mean that is true.
It really didn't start till then.
That's true.
Right, that wasn't right, Rodney.
What?
That's true.
Rude.
What wasn't right? You don't know.
I hate it, Jay. I hate it. I can't stand playing it. But we're gonna get out of here. Everyone, have a great night. Be safe, and we'll talk to y'all later.